Yeah guys, welcome back to another video. As you can see from the title today, we're going to be talking about mental health, more specifically my mental health and the battles that I've had. I think it's an important video to make so you guys can get to know me more, but also because I believe it's a big issue in society, working in that sort of field as well and seeing all sorts of people that have had mental health problems over the years. I feel it needs to be addressed more in society. So yeah, basically, we'll move on with my story. So it was a few years ago, I think maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I had everything. I had a life, a perfect life. I had a family. I had a house. I had a good job. And then, just stress of life caught up to me. Started feeling low, feeling really sad all the time. Would just cry uncontrollably. I didn't understand what was going on, and I couldn't cope. I was always ill all the time as well, and I don't know. I couldn't understand what was going on. And then one day, I went to work as you do, and was on the train, and I started thinking about how the day was going to go, and I had one of the worst panic attacks I've ever had. And I'm on the train, packed train, crying my eyes out, couldn't move, couldn't get off. Eventually got off at the station I was meant to get off at, but couldn't leave the train station, couldn't go to work. And not one person said anything to me, not one person offered to help, not one person said, "Are you okay?" And yeah, it made me feel even worse. So I went home, and on the way home, I had all different sort of thoughts, building up to that. But it was the first time I actually thought, I'd look at buildings and I would have bad thoughts, let's put it that way. And I was like, I need to call a doctor. This is not right. And I remember phoning the doctor, and they were like, "Oh, as per usual, we have no appointments for today." And I just said, "I need help. You need to help me because something bad's going to happen." And when she heard me say them things, then that was when she took me seriously. I saw a doctor that day, and he said that you're clinically depressed. You have anxiety, you're depressed. And I explained the backstory, and he said, "It sounds like you've been battling with depression for over a year." And it was hard, it was horrible. And for the next, I'd say 2 years of my life, it was horrendous. So the next 6 months was just, battling daily, not wanting to leave the house, not wanting to do anything. And then my whole life crumbled because my relationship broke down. I had to leave where I lived in London. I had nowhere to go, basically effectively homeless. And my brother let me go stay with him, so that was cool with him, but he lived all the way in Nottingham, and my son lived all the way in London, and that added to more mental health problems because I wasn't with my son. And yeah, so that it got worse and it got worse. And then I'd say after moving to Nottingham for about 2 months, I was really bad, but then I started to see the light and I started to come through, and it started to get better. And yeah, it was really good since then. Recently, it's getting worse again. I'm finding it hard to do certain things. A few months ago, obviously because of lockdown, it's probably even worse, but a few months ago I couldn't leave the house. I was literally stuck in the house, I couldn't leave. And I like to go to the gym, I like to work out, and I couldn't go. The passion was gone, the motivation was gone, the will was gone. And that's what mental health does to people, guys. It destroys them from the inside out. And the one thing that I can't stand about mental health when people are talking about it is that people say, "I don't understand because you look healthy." Just because you can't see the illness does not mean it's not there. It is there. It's a silent killer. Even at this moment in time, there's people that will be taking their lives because of lockdown. And I believe more things need to be done about mental health. The biggest thing, the most proudest thing I've ever done other than my son being born was asking for help. And that's what people need to do. And if I can reach out to anyone, if I do anything on YouTube, it's to reach out to someone and give them what I got when I watched certain people on YouTube, what I took from, you know, people like KSI and you know, Spencer FC, people that I watched religiously that made me laugh and got me through them dark times. Because people like that don't know what they're just doing their daily thing, but that daily thing has helped me beyond. And if I can do that for someone else, that's all that matters to me. I'm doing this now for my own mental health. You know, I'm making YouTube videos for my own mental health to help me through a time that I'm finding hard. And that's what this video is about. It's about to let people know that you're not alone. It's not the end of the world. You can get through this. Because if I can get through it, anybody can. Anybody can. So just don't ever give up, guys. Make sure you fight and fight and fight again. And whatever you do not think you're alone. Okay? Because if someone is struggling, message me. Message me. And I'll do my best to get back to you and message you back. Because there was one night in particular for me where it nearly ended. And a person that I worked with years ago randomly messaged me on Facebook, and it stopped, and it saved me. It's literally saved me. Just for them talking to me and asking how I was. And it's things like that, guys, that can save people. And I think people need to know more about mental health, because there's still this stigma around it, and it's not right. Depression, anxiety are the worst two things. And just because someone's showing you a smile doesn't mean what they're feeling on the inside is a smile and laughing. You need to understand, guys, mental health is a big, big problem. In all walks of life, mental health is a big problem. So I just want you to know, guys, that mental health is no game, and I want people to take it seriously. And as I said before, if there's anyone that watches my videos that is feeling that struggle, then please message me and I'll help you as much as I can. Because if I didn't have people when I was at my lowest moment, I wouldn't be here today. And that's the true reality of it. But I just wanted to make this video because I feel it's important to, and get my story out there. So just remember, guys, you're not alone. We are together. And if you need help, make sure you ask for it and get the help. You're not weak for asking for help. You're not. And as much as you feel you are not. And the biggest thing, you're not a burden on anyone. You're not. Because it's important to me that we speak up about it. But yeah, guys, I hope this video helped someone. And I just had to get this off my chest, and I felt it was right to do it. So thank you for watching, guys. And please share this around so that people see the message, really. But thank you for listening, guys, and I appreciate the support, because the support is helping me through a bad time in my life at the moment. So I appreciate it, guys. Until next time, bye, guys.